So where's the sound coming from? Just from my computer.
Hi. Hello, Star. I've got you on 2 screens.
I tried to
What's going on with...
also.
That's while we give a moment to see if anybody else comes in. We need a mat today and maybe something underneath your knees. If you want something in the middle, like some extra padding. Let me make sure I'm on the right internet. Okay. And when we're ready, we'll just sit down. All good? So as we sit down and connect with our sits bones on the mat and sense inwards and to our time together, where freedom really is our natural state, and we get to release what weighs us down and move into greater harmony and with that truth that I am free and that I'm fine to be. As we take a deep breath in, send it right the way down the spinal column, and exhale, release. Take a few deep breaths where you fill up your stomach all the way up to the chest and the shoulder blades. Everything fans outwards and expands. And exhale to release. And again, from the shoulder blades, the ribs, and then the belly. Do that again, where it's a really deep yogic breath. Yogic breathing comes right the way up to your collarbones and exhales. Maybe you want to close your eyes to really feel into this last one. Your tummy, your rib expands, and take that breath right up to your collarbone. Okay, see if we can come back to the mat. Sorry about that.
No worries. I was feeling really good.
Did you go the other way?
Did I what?
The head circles, did you move in the other direction?
It stopped. We were breathing. We were doing the 3-part breath, and then you cut out.
Oh, okay. So now we bring your chin down to your chest and then lift your chin to the ceiling, to the sky. As you inhale and then exhale, bring your chin down towards your chest. Very good. So closing your eyes and really feeling into that movement as it intuitively moves your head. That's good. And now come back to center and allow your head to move in a circle slowly towards your left side, left shoulder to the ear, and then moving round to the right side. Inhaling, coming opposite direction. Good. Just enjoying the juiciness of the movement. And then turning, come back to center, and then moving in the other direction. Good, and come back to center. And then sensing now into our shoulders, moving up towards our ears, and then back down and round. Inhaling, lifting the shoulders up, and then exhaling down and round. Good, and one last time with the hips, neck, shoulder circle. Brilliant. And then coming round the opposite direction. Bring your shoulders forward. Releasing any tension from your shoulders as you move them round. And then coming back to center and into our cat-cow. So on it to tabletop position, hands under your shoulders and knees hip width apart. Inhale, reach, arch the back and the spine. Exhale in the opposite direction. Really feel into the spine and your breath, and move in alignment with your breath and with your spine. Maybe that moves into the hips now, into circles where we allow the hips to just move intuitively to free up space, create space and movement. There's no perfect way of doing this, it's just feeling what feels good, to loosen up in that area, sense into our feminine wisdom in our hips, and enjoy this movement. Beautiful. And coming back to center and into downward dog. So we tuck under the toes from our tabletop and push the hips up nice and high. Stretch out the back of the leg. And maybe you want to walk that out. Bring your calf muscles into this movement. Good, until it feels nice just to settle there. And settle into this pose. And we're going to come down into plank. And from plank, bring your knees down to the floor and bring your chin, chest down into baby cobra. And then send that backwards. So then go baby cobra, knees, and then plank, and then downward dog. We're going to do this a couple of times, flowing in between downward dog, undulating through the spine into baby cobra, and then sending yourself back the same way, keeping those elbows closed, back into downward dog. Very good. Use your breath. Inhaling and then exhaling into downward dog. Good. And this time just go into plank, and from plank bring your left leg forward in between your hands into a low lunge on the left side. So you can bring our hands to our hips or our front knee, the left knee, and just sense into the juiciness for the hip opening on the right side. And you can kind of like balance either on your toe, your right toe is lifted, or once you find balance, you can bring that foot down flat at the back and just play with this opening of the hip, where when you come down a little bit more, you sense that, you know, the hip is still facing forwards the same way as the knee. You shouldn't feel as if it's opening up the hip. If it is, maybe you want to just ease off a little bit. Or maybe you want to just ease off a little bit anyway and just go back down into that. This time, interlace your hands behind your back. Open up the chest, arching the heart space forward. Opening the heart space. And take a deep breath in, fill up the lungs, fill up the whole chest. Very good. And bring the hands down by on the front foot. And we're going to step forward with the right foot before rolling up. Inhale, exhale, let the head be the last thing that comes up. Feeling nice and loose in the spine. Take that out into goddess pose. So lunge to the side and tune into your inner goddess as we turn out the feet and bring our hands into the heart center. That's it. Sit down a little bit further. Bring the arms up into cactus, out to the sides. And if you feel like you would like to, lift your heels off the floor. Sense into, you know, our intention for today. Whatever, I release whatever's weighing me down, and I move into harmony with truth. I am free to move. I am free to be. Lovely. One more breath. Sinking in the hips a little bit lower. Good. And squeeze the legs as you come up. Very nice. Bring the hands, hinge hinge your legs a little bit and forward fold. Now, forward folding, hands can come down to the floor, fingertips touching the floor. Let any tension
I'm
on the head and
I've lost your video.
good. And from here, walk yourself round to the right, the left foot forward, and drop your back knee, the right leg, down. From here, change over legs with a little jump. So the right foot's forward. Inhale, bring your hands to your right knee for a deep lunge on the right side with the left hip open. Inhale, exhale, pushing yourself forward and bring your hands behind the spine, opening up the chest. Taking 3 lovely deep breaths, squeezing through the glutes, finding your balance in your center, feeling into this opening. And then bringing the hands down to the front right foot. From here, go in to step forwards with the left. Inhale, tracing the shape of the sun, coming up to standing, hands to heart center. Let's step the right foot out wide for goddess pose. Turning out the toes, sitting down, cactus arms. On your next exhale, push up the heels. If that feels good, you've got balance. I release what is weighing me down. I move in harmony with my truth. I'm free to move. I'm fine to be here. Sitting a little bit lower. Inhaling, squeezing up. Exhaling, hands to heart center, and then folding forward at the hips. Bring your hands down to the floor. Neck is released. And come over to your right side. Staying up in triangle. And from triangle into downward dog. Inhale, exhale. Your left leg is going to come up into 3-legged dog. And then bring that over the right side. Opening up the hips. Keeping the weight in both shoulders and hands. Pushing the floor away from you. Good. Step that left foot in between the hands and come up into warrior 1. So still off the back foot, heel is lifted. Inhale, reaching up nice and high, bringing all your life force energy up, but still feel grounded down with the feet pushing into the floor. We're going to exhale, open that out to the right side into warrior 2, and bring your gaze in between the middle finger, the first finger, the ring finger, the hand. The shoulders away from your ears. Inhale into straight leg, warrior, peaceful warrior. And just flow between arm on the knee at the front, bringing your right arm over. And with your breath, as you inhale, lifting up. Exhale, let's flow over. And as we do that, we can turn to face the sky or the ceiling. And bending the knee. Let's do that one more time. And then as we come back up, we're going to shift the legs around. So we can do the same. Warrior one. Left heel is lifted. We're facing towards the right leg. Lifting up high. Open the arms out. Bring your left heel down. Warrior two. Bending the front knee. Gaze is focused on that middle finger. Inhale. Let's go. Peaceful warrior. And flow between that and triangle. Opening up the heart. Good. Using your breath to flow between the two. Inhale, lifting, reaching up. Exhale, come back over and opening up the chest to the sky. Very good. Now, as we're down into the triangle, stay here and bring the arms down to the floor. You're going to tuck your back leg in behind you and sit down on your mat. Bring your soles of your feet together. And allow the knees to come up and down in butterfly. And then hold that for a moment. So allow the knees to fall to the floor. Take a moment to really sense into the hips by sending the breath down deeper. Release any tension. With the breath. And then use your hands to bring the knees up and allow yourself to lie down on your back to repose. Let's give a couple of moments for stillness and allow everything that we've just done to integrate. Allow your breath to massage the spine. at the back. And see if you can really tune into that element of really trusting where you are and the flow that you've just done, and that you move in harmony. Allow yourself to bring attention to your fingers and your toes and just give them a wiggle. And then turning onto your side. As you're ready, you can slowly start to make your way up to sitting. And bring your hand, one over your heart, your left hand over your heart, and then your right hand over your left. And maybe there's something that you feel grateful for. Maybe it's showing up today, or giving yourself the space to do this, whatever you want to be grateful for. Allow yourself to feel that. And allow yourselves to come into prayer pose, and maybe you want to say short word of for peace and for love in the world, for more people, more of us to live in freedom, to find freedom in their day to day. Thank you so much for showing up, and namaste. Thank you so much. Blessings and love. Thanks for being a perfect model.
Thank you, Amrita. This was lovely.
Great.
Have a good day.
You
Bye.
too, darling. Bye.